YouTube, what is up with y'all today? This is Neil Goodfella Neil, coming through with another sneaker rotation, weekly 7 days a week as far as the sneaker rotation go. Day 1 beginning on Monday, day 7 ending on Sunday, and yeah, that's basically how I do it. Thanks for everybody that's been watching my videos and my previous videos too as well. And yeah, the shirt looking, haven't worn it in a while. There we go. All right, let's go. And also too, man, a lot has been going on since the last weekly 7 sneaker rotation, just as far as the internet universe go, outside of sneakers as well, of course, always. And rest in peace to Kevin Samuels as well. Definitely was a big fan of his content, or is a big fan because it's still up. Yeah, definitely one of them. Those one of them passes that hit kind of like how Kobe did a little bit. You know, that really caught you off guard. Somebody that you thought was gonna like be here for like a long time, because they for what they stood for, it was just so rooted. And I see that he really wasn't like getting like super commercial. He still really stayed. He really stayed stuck to his roots. I'm not going to do too much explain on who Kevin Samuels is. You guys can look him up if y'all don't know who he is already. Most people should know, especially if you're black. You should know definitely who Kevin Samuels is. He talks about like relationships and stuff. So yeah, so rest in peace to him. He did amazing work. He got at the guys as well as the women too, and I'm gonna just leave it at that. So yeah, definitely rest in peace. Day 1, Monday, I ended up rocking a Nike Air Up Tempo 96. I was about to call this the much up tempo, but no, it's the Nike Air more up tempo 96 joint. And you see we got the pip in the back. I already did a sneaker review on this one, probably like last year. I think I did a sneaker review on this, or the year before, either 2020 or 2021. Now this was a re-release from the 2015 or 2016 version at first originally. Monday. Tuesday, ended up rocking a Nike Air Tech Challenge 2, and these are called, I don't know if these called, I'm about to call them the limes or whatever, but poison green. Now this looked like a colorway that could have came out during this time. The shoe originally came out in about like 1990 or 91, one of those. Definitely a classic Fly Flame sneaker, and I think I might have showed this not too long ago, at least the model of another colorway not too long ago. And also too, guys, I take a damp rag and just wipe the sneaker down real good after I get done wearing it. Wednesday, end up rocking the Jordan 14 Last Shot. Now the 14 has actually came around to me as far as like more of the other colorways. This colorway and that low top Laney colorway was like the ones that I really was on super hard, because I really too much at the time couldn't picture this sneaker being in too many other colorways. But now my sneaker taste and everything, I finally came around to a few different colorways as far as the 14 go, like the candy canes and even the other ones with like the black toe and the silver or something like that, and the black and white. It was a OG colorway, of course, and he wore it. It had like that He Got Game kind of like color block. We got the Thursday, we got the Knicks Up Tempo 96, and the irony is that Pippen number is 33 and Patrick Ewing number is 33. Also did a review on this too. This is probably back in my 720p days when I was lagging a little bit on that camera quality, but you know, it is what it is. I still get the point across on the review, and you guys can look at that if you want. That's one of the joints that's like in the archives you got to look back for. I had this sneaker for maybe since like 2019 or 2020, maybe 2018 at the earliest, but I've had these for a while. I think this is a great colorway, and I did the orange lace through here because I feel like the orange lace would make it pop. They should have just did everybody's like that, or give you an option if you want to just do white or orange. Heck, maybe if you want to even do a blue through there, but I think the orange pops so well as far as the lace. And I do like the fact they made the air units orange as well. crazy. Flying Flames. This is the one. This is not the particular sneaker that he dunked on Shaq with. I mean, not Shaq. Patrick Ewing with. Pippen actually dunked on them in the Nike Air Flights, and those just dropped this year too. Want to get a pair of those soon. You know, those not really like hyped or anything. I seen they came out with the Dream Team colorway as well. So Friday ended up rocking the Air Max 99 or the Air Max Deluxe joint. These probably a little bit of hit or miss with people, but you know what though, these dropped around the right time when tie-dye was like really in at its peak, probably like a year or two ago. I don't too much think tie-dye is really going anywhere, but I think as far as the mainstream tie-dye stuff, like, you know, maybe a little bit less people is wearing as far as the mainstream go. But I know you got some people that's just obsessed with tie-dye and everything. So this right here is one of them sneakers that really looks good when it is tie-dye, and I think that's just an extra flair on it. So Saturday ended up rocking the Reebok nylon joint. I just wanted to wear something classic, simple, and clean. And you know, with it being springtime right now, guys, this is like the perfect all-white sneaker, or closely all-white, because you still got something like this bone gray, almost similar to the Hair 7 a little bit, but slightly more darker and a little bit more chalk-like. But Flying Flames, man, I like when this hit the sun. Just look like sugar white, cocaine white, all that. Flying Flames, just something easy, man. I think this is like 30 bucks a piece. Speaking of this video, for this sneaker, because I picked up the white and black one, $30 a piece. This was years ago. This was years ago when I picked up this sneaker. But this is one of those sneakers that really, it's kind of like always on sale in a way. Shouldn't be too hard to find because they make them like every year. But this is one of them timeless classics that you could definitely put in a sneaker rotation if you just want to go out, kick it, whatever, and do anything in it. This shoe can be dressed up and dressed down too. It's easy, man. It's kind of hard to mess this up, but especially when it's just like an all solid color like this. So yep. They also got a few more colorways like the navy and all that. Sunday I ended up rocking the Nike Air Max 90 Volt colorway. Now I kind of gave the Air Max 90 somewhat of a chill pill because 2020 it was just so many Air Max 90s dropping, which is a good thing when they are dropping. But I think the longevity and everything, like, that's how you really can measure how long somebody really like care for a sneaker, or if they really into this all like that. Because the name of the game was always keeping it fresh anyway and keeping them clean. Now I see some guys go as far as actually vintaging their own shoes. I welcome the vintage and the character to happen by itself versus trying to do it. Some guys don't like the vintage effect at all because, you know, the whole thing is just about being fresh and staying fresh regardless. So vintage, whatever. If it ain't white, if this midsole not cocaine white to some people, and it's yellow, they might be getting rid of it if they not into repainting or something like that. But this is definitely one of them soles that, the mid soles that, like, if it get yellow, you would definitely have to repaint it, and that's the end of that. But it doesn't matter to me. I like the character anyway, if it naturally happens specifically. And hey, man, do you guys still got the Air Max 90 Volts? I think this was like one of the first Air Max 90s to drop at the top of 2020. So, and people just couldn't wait, man. But they definitely made a lot, and you could have picked up multiple pairs of these and even multiple colorways. It really wasn't too hard to find. There was a little bit of everywhere, but like with all Nike product, especially Air Max, these eventually become sought after if you could keep them in pristine condition and clean condition. As far as the resellers, I mean like long-term resellers that's not bots or whatever, the regular resellers, because there's always going to be some form of resellers in the sneaker game. This is probably one of them good classics to pick up on, as well as the radiant red or infrared joints too, you know. And you know, as time passed, years passed, that's different versus cracking somebody over the head after the first week. I can understand this being a 2, 3, or even a 5-year-old sneaker and the price being higher than the regular retail was obviously back when they were released, because the supply for these is no longer, you know, it's no longer being put out, but the demand is there. But since the demand is high, somebody's willing to pay a higher price. that form of reselling, I understand that. That's always been here as far as the sneaker game go as far as that reselling, not that cheap bot reseller. Rate, comment, and subscribe, guys. That was it for my sneaker rotation. I got more content on the way.